Hey, what's up guys? It's Team Hard Life Captain Alberto Zertuche here again. We've got another video, spooling a reel, but this time it's with the 8-strand 80-pound test line that we're going to see about putting on a Tiagra 50. This will be the first time that we've actually spooled up a 50 with 80-pound test line, so I'm actually pretty excited to find out what it will hold. I mean, because normally it's 100-pound test line, 130, and we've even had guys do 200-pound tests. But 80-pound is going to be one for the books, so stay tuned. We're going to get on it. And this is a solid braid. It's not a hollow core. So we're going to have to tie it up just a little differently to start it. And normally with this, I'll do a bimini to our closeout knot. What I've found here is you can see where the braid is super tight. Right in this area right here, and it's loose right here. So that looseness is what normally the braid will look like. The super tight stuff right there is just maybe a jamming up of the threading system or whatever for the braid to make the braid. But this is what it's normally supposed to look like over here, as you can see. So that was the rough edge that I just felt, and that's what I have found. So let's keep going. Alright, so right here, you can see it's not twist, it's actually tightening of one strand that somehow got caught while it was getting made. You can see it right there. The bad thing about that is that creates a cutoff point right there. And let's see if I can find. You'll see the strand sticking out something right there. So basically this strand is what's catching and stuck out. And you can see it in my other two fingers over here. There it is. So that's not good. I'm gonna have to cut and tie a knot there. But that's the thing about the solid braids, man. It leaves bumps. So you're caught between two things to think about. One is, will this abrasion create more and create more cutoffs? Or two, do you want to take a chance with all the seaweed coming through and stocking up on that portion of the line, because now you have knots? That is a catch-22. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. So since this isn't a hollow core, since this isn't a hollow core, it actually will work against the customer if I were to tie knots in it. So I'm just going to take video and show what I find in the braid, and we can continue on from there. Unless it's some really messed up portion where the braid's going to come apart right then and there, because that's when I'll actually tie a knot. But other than that, I'm not going to try to tie any knots in the solid braid, because like I said, it's going to act as catch points for seaweed, which is the bad thing. So if y'all are looking into buying braids between solid and hollow, I would highly recommend that you go with hollow core, because for instances like this, if you find any kind of damaged line, this will give you the ability, or the person spooling it, the ability to fix your line, so that way it's at its best potential for you when you're fishing with it. So catch-22 you don't want to have. Found some kind of connection point, or actually this looks like it may be gunk inside center of the braid. But that, I mean, kind of boils back down to the same thing. I mean, this is the bad thing about using a solid braid, because when I do find any kind of deformities in the line or in the braid, I can't really do much about it. See how all of this over here to the right looks really good, and then this section right here is looking pretty nasty. Yep, and that's it. So we just broke 900 yards with the 8-strand 80-pound test line. I hadn't been marking down the yardage at the very beginning because I forgot. Sorry, my bad. So I'll go ahead and add them in from now on, but we're at 900 yards. All right, so we just broke 1,000 yards, and we will keep going, see how well it does. And noticing that we're even getting coloring buildup right there on the tip of my finger on both sides. So yeah, let's see where my fingers are going. And it's starting to cake up on my spooling machine right here. Oh, nice. 1,200 yards so far. 1,300, getting higher and higher. I believe this spool had 1,500 yards, so it looks like all of it's going to get on there, and we'll still be able to add mono. That'll be pretty cool. Alright guys, so we have finished off the reel. It's 1,516 yards of braid on the Tiagra 50 with the 8-strand. And we have a lot more room to put mono and filament on top, so we're going to see which mono they want to go ahead and go with, either 80 pound or 100 pound, or they may even go 130. We'll see. Now, for our channel, we are going to continue to spool reels, but I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to have the uncut version and the cut version. And the reason for that is to kind of make it easier for those that truly like watching me spool reels, because I mean it is pretty cool to see how it all layers out and stacks up throughout the reel. But then others want to get right to the meaty portion of it and see the line capacities and stuff like that. You can pick and choose what you'd like to see. Just keep us posted. Thank you again for subscribing to our channel and for keeping your positive comments coming. There's still a ton of knowledge for us to share, and we do appreciate y'all's subscribing to our channel, as we will continue to grow with you and through you. So again, thank you very much, and y'all have a good one.